back with more on WHHI News. The RBC Heritage presented by Boeing PGA tournament is coming up very, very soon here on Hilton Head Island. To tell us more about it, better get your tickets, okay? It's Derek Paton. He is the Vice President of Sales and Marketing. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, biggest news of all earlier, I think it was this year, may have even been at the end of last year, is that we are now a quote-unquote designated tournament. What does that mean?
That's right. Well, the PGA Tour has made some changes to the schedule. They have elected a couple of different regions, and we are fortunate enough to be one of those, to be called a designated event, which means that our purse of prize money has been elevated from $8.3 million to $20 million this year.
That is a big deal, isn't it?
That'll attract the big names and the big players.
Because sometimes, because we follow the Masters, right, sometimes we don't see some of those top-tier players sometimes, but will this draw them here more likely this go-round?
Absolutely. In our 54-year history, we've always had a good field, and the players come because it's take a little bit of the load off and relax and ride their bikes around Sea Pines. But with a $20 million purse and a commitment from the PGA Tour that the top 20 players will be here, we can expect a very good field.
I bet. And you know, last year tickets sold out. With this news and this information, would you guess they're going to sell out again this year?
Yes. Very much so. We were trending in a very positive manner on our ticket sales back in the fall, and then when we did announce that we were a designated event, things really took off even quicker. So we've been using the message that we were sold out last year and an urgency to get your tickets now. Right. It's not just a ploy, I promise. We will reach capacity, particularly on those Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Sunday is not Easter Sunday this year, so
that's different too, because the last, I don't know how many years, it's always been like Easter Sunday is the final day. Yeah. So that's different. Now, okay, tickets, how do I get them? Are they expensive? Are there different levels of purchasing power for the tickets?
To get them, rbcheritage.com is the easiest way. You can call our office as well, and we have personnel to answer any questions. There are tickets. What we hope we've developed is something for everybody. So practice round ticket starts at $25, and they really start from there. Add in your food and beverage and different locations you go to, and the price goes up, but based on the experience as well.
No kidding. And I mean, what a tournament it is. You really can get close to the players, which I love. The environment is just so positive. And you mentioned the players loving to come here and everything. The families do too. And I was telling you before we started this conversation, I remember the one year we didn't have a sponsor, which seems many moons ago now. All the players really wanted to see the tournament remain here, and thank goodness, I think to them in part too, we're here stronger than ever with our sponsors. So,
you know, one of the things I think that happens during a time like that is that everybody steps up, and that's what the community did, and that's also a reason why, based on the criteria of being selected as a designated event, you needed a supportive community to get to that level. So we appreciate everybody's support. Every ticket you buy, every donation you make really goes back into the community itself.
I mean, let's talk about that. The amount of monies that have been generated for nonprofits over the years has been tremendous. You all had to kind of scale back on the matching amounts when, you know, COVID came and things were not as great as they had been, and you've once again upped that matching amount. Give me some details on that.
Yeah, so we have two programs in particular, Birdies for Charity and Champions for Charity, that if you would like to make a contribution to your favorite charity in the community, which we have over 85 of them that we partner with, we will put 20% more on top of your commitment to that charity. So
if I give $1,000 to my favorite charity, they're going to get $200 extra from you all.
That's right.
And it is specific months, right? It's in effect right now, correct?
It has. We have announced it. It's in effect right now, and we're going to achieve a very significant milestone in the next 30 days. So stay tuned for that announcement.
Okay. Guess what? We're already out of time. I'll just mention Birdies for Charity. People can look up about that on your website as well. I want to thank you so much for joining us. What are the dates?
April 10th to the 16th.
Okay. Thanks so much, Derek.
Thank you.
And we will be back in just a moment.